and welcome back to Ginika Daily. I'm Ginika Eze, and it's so good to have you back. So today I'm going to be telling you about how you can achieve 5 times more success in 7 days than you have ever done in your life. I know it sounds so good to be true, but what I'm about to share with you are things that I have tried and they have worked wonderfully well for me, and I want you to try them too, and I know they're going to work wonders to you. And what I want to talk to you about now is something that you've heard about it 1,000 times, but the truth is you've not been practicing it. But now I'm here to put you through on the best way to go about it, on how to practice it better, and how to break this formula down so you can get better results. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about no other thing but goal setting. And I'm going to be picking up major lessons that I've learned from one of my all-time favorite books, Goals by Brian Tracy. Goals by Brian Tracy. I do not joke with this book. So I read this book in 2018. I read it for 2 months, sometime between I think July 2018 to September 2018, and I can guarantee you that my life has not remained the same ever since. I had to take out time to read the book, to squeeze out all the juiciness, all the knowledge from it, because oh my god, it was filled with so much knowledge. And I'm going to be sharing the major things I learned from this book with you. So let me start by asking you, what are your goals for this year? Let me guess. I want to make more money, I want to be happy, I just want to be free, I want to have a happy family, blah 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 blah, and the list goes on. But one thing you need to know is that a goal without a plan is just a wish. You are just wishing, I want this, I want that, but what is the plan towards getting it? You have to realize that wherever you are right now, your present situation or your current circumstances in life is based on the decision that you have made. And you have to realize that only you can get yourself out of that situation, and it all begins with goal setting. So what I have learned so far from Goals by Brian Tracy is your goals can be broken down into 4 parts. The first one is your yearly goal. The second one is your monthly goal. The third one is your weekly goal. And then the fourth one is your daily goal, which can also be your daily to-do list. These 4 parts are the process you must pass through to set a definite goal. And according to Brian Tracy, he said before you can set a goal, you must understand your definiteness of purpose. And what does that mean? What it means is that you must know what you want and have a strong desire to actually achieve it. So ask yourself before setting any goal, what is my definiteness of purpose? What do I want? What do I want so badly that I'm ready to give anything to achieve it? That is the first thing you should do. Then after doing that, the next thing we should be talking about is, what is your goal for the year? Don't just say it, write it down. Don't just say, I want more money, I want to double my income, I want this year is going to be a good year. No, it's not going to be a good year unless you do something about it. It's not going to be a good year unless you make move and take action towards making it a good year. Okay, so the first thing that you would need in this area of goal setting is your journal. Every year I come out with a new journal for my goals for the year, for the month, and for the week. I put everything down in this journal, and I'm going to show you the steps or how I write down my goals in this journal, and it's according to what I learned from Goals by Brian Tracy. So let's start. Okay, so let's look at this example for goals for 2023. Your goals can be as much as 15, 20 or less, depending on what you want. But for the purpose of this example, we're going to be working with 3 and paying more emphasis on number 1. Number 1 here says, I will get a better paying job in management before May 7, 2023. As you can see, this goal is very specific. I want a job in management, very specific, and I want it before May 7, 2023, and it's also time bound. The first question you should ask yourself after setting a goal is, how? Because that question how is what is going to make up your monthly, your weekly, and your daily goals. You need to know how you're going to achieve that yearly goal, and then further break it down into monthly, weekly, and then daily goals. Okay, let's proceed. Now I come to my goals for March 2023, and the first thing you can see here is I will apply for a new job opportunity in at least 12 companies before March 20th. This goal right here for March is a follow-up to our yearly goal. And remember, our target is for May 7th. Of course, you can't start applying for that job on May 7th. You need to, begin to apply before then. So on that May 7th or even before then, hopefully you get the job. But the most important thing is you are working towards it. Then you go to your weekly goals. Your weekly goal says, I will organize my resume and print out 12 copies before Thursday. So as a follow-up to your monthly goal of, apply to 12 companies, before you apply, what are the things you need to do? As I said, you ask yourself, how do you apply to 12 companies? Then you begin to realize that, okay, you need to organize your resume. You even need to print it out. You need to do one or two things, get more and better referrals, or just whatever thing that you need to do to make it possible. You think about it, you ask yourself how, you get that answer, and then you further break it down into your weekly goals. So as a follow-up to these monthly goals, I will organize my resume and print out 12 copies before Thursday. I will also research on companies with open job offers on Tuesday. Remember, there are other goals too, but I'm just paying, attention to this one. Then this is my weekly goals. Then I go back to my daily goals, my daily to-do list. I forgot to mention, when you for your to-do list, for my own to-do list, I have a small jotter I used for my to-do list. I don't use the same journal I use because that journal is big. I can't keep carrying it around. But for this to-do list, it's something I look at daily, so I carry it around and it's always with me. So I recommend you get a small jotter that can just fit in your back pocket and in your bag for your daily to-do list. Back to the daily to-do list. You can see, let's say for today, I want to go grocery shopping and then update my resume with my recent qualification, go to the gym by 6 p.m. I believe you can see the process in which this one goal is further broken down. What I'm trying to tell you is, you don't just write a goal and then you go to sleep. No, you need to break down those goals into achievable, tiny bits of work in order to make it easier and achievable for you. Okay? Never ever start your day without a to-do list. Never wake up and just step out and say, I'm going to work, I'm going to this, I'm going to that, without actually organizing your day. I want you to think back at what you did yesterday, what you did today. Can you categorically point out to 3 things that you achieved that is moving you towards your goal? Can you say, okay, I was intentional about doing this, I was intentional about going to the gym because I want to lose weight, I was intentional about eating healthy, I was intentional about, making some certain calls I said I was going to make? Or what did you do intentionally? So you see, that is why a list is so important. It gives you a direction. Okay, it makes your day more interesting, more defined, and it gives your day more meaning. So writing your goal before starting your year or before starting your month is so important. It's just like writing your grocery list before going to the grocery. You know how much time it saves you? Maybe if it doesn't work for you, it works for me. If I go to the market, go to the grocery store without a list, I would spend like hours there because I'll get confused. Okay, am I buying this? What do I want? Oh, I can't remember. Okay, I spent a whole lot of time trying to think of what I need and I waste so much time there. When I go with a list, I already know what I want. I look at the list when I get confused. I go buy, and in less than 30 minutes, I'm out, as opposed to the normal 3 to 4 hours I would have spent here without a list. That is the same thing goal setting does to your life. It gives your life a direction. It stops you from chasing butterflies around and shows you the path to actually go and dig for the goal you are looking at. Is it too late to start setting goals? No, it is not too late. Just start from where you are. Start from where you are. Those goals you said at the beginning of the year that you were going to achieve, that you just said in passing but you didn't pay so much attention to. I want you now to bring them back to your thoughts. So before you go, these are the things I want you to do concerning what we just discussed right now. The first thing I need you to do is get a notepad, get a tiny little jotter, and also get a pen. These 3 things are things I want you to hold very, very dearly to you, because these are the things you will use in organizing your life, and that is in the aspect of goal setting. I want you to get this notepad, make it your personal belonging. Same thing too with the pen and also your small jotter. And secondly, I want you to set out 1 hour from whichever day you choose. It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be this night or tomorrow morning, whenever. Just take 1 hour out. For that 1 hour, switch off your phone. For that 1 hour, stay away from people. Just be in your own quiet area, and I want you to begin to write down your goals. Write down your goals, write down your dreams, your aspiration, everything. Break it down into yearly, monthly, weekly, and daily. This is your life you are planning here, so it's serious. It's serious business. I know it seems like a lot, but this is your life. Like, it's practically all you have. This is your life you are planning here, so take it very seriously. Just 1 hour, 1 hour or two, depending on how long you feel you need to think. Write down your goals and further break it down into monthly, weekly, and then daily goals. And I want you to say to yourself, say this thing to yourself: there is no limit to what I can achieve except the limits I place on my own imagination. There is no limit to what I can achieve except the limits I place on my own imagination. So what I want you to realize is, the limits, there's really no limit to what you can achieve. So don't limit yourself when you are thinking of your goals. Just write it down. Anything you write down is achievable, but it now depends on if you believe it is. All right? So do this, and after doing this, don't just take the book and throw away one corner. No. I advise that you go through this book at least twice a week. Twice or 3 times a week, you need to read this, so you don't forget things. You need to constantly remind yourself of your goals, of your dreams, of your aspiration. Read this at least twice, thrice a week. For me, I go through mine daily. I want to always be sure that I am on track. So if you can do it daily, wonderful. But please, please, please follow these steps, and let me know how it works out for you. I'm really looking forward to your feedback, and I am so excited to see how this works out for you. Thank you so much. It's Ginika Daily. See you again next time.